far in the at-bat kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for, because you start wondering if he'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 away now.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row, because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Adam Duvall in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at Minute Maid Park, here's Kyle Tucker, the right fielder. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Strider back to work. And a ground ball to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And there's a curve through for a strike.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Ball center field. That one gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
1 gone, runner at first. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Harris after it. He's got it. And there's 2 down. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say. And ball 1.
Oh, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
He swings and hits a fly ball center field. That is the inning. 1 left for Houston. They trail it here 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Arcia. The wind of the pitch. Ground ball to Abreu. Off balance throw in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So the batting order turns over. Ronald Acuna Jr. next up for the Braves. Singled and scored his first time. Foul ball.
2023 was a special season for Ronald Acuna Jr., the unanimous MVP in the National League. After putting together the first ever 40-70 season in baseball history, safe to say he's going to be a special player for a long time.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Fires over to first. And Acuna retired. Two outs, base is empty. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And that's ripped into left, base hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hit,
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Braves strand. Back here in Houston, and stepping in is the speedy Jake Myers. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Up the middle, on the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. There's the strike at the knees. The Stros down by a pair here in the last half of the third. And now the count is even. The line to kick the pitch. And they'll do it again. And a 1-2 again. And another ball. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Bregman, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Lifted in the air, out to left. Duvall makes the catch, and that is that. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Matt Olson. Valdez back to work. Outside low, ball one. For Matt, a pretty impressive resume. A first-round pick back in 2012. The Braves extended him 8 years, $168 million. Remember, they traded for him right at the end of the lockout in 2022, middle of March. So he didn't have a ton of time to get acclimated to his new team. And another ball. One of the things from 2023, great counting stats for Matt Olson, but the hard hit rate was through the roof. The pitch. The punch out there. Now one away.
Oh, it's a pretty nasty curveball right there, and the hitter didn't look comfortable at all. Clearly fooled. Tried to check his swing and went around, but it had been called a third strike anyhow. That's how dirty it was. Nice pitch for the punch out.
And there's a foul ball. And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One out, bases empty. Wouldn't chase that time. Got him swinging.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that 2-strike count, I thought it was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Two outs, base is empty. And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Rip to third. Sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here, but they hold the 2-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th, here's a big power threat. Yordan Alvarez. The wind and the pitch. On the ground, right side. Takes it himself. And one gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Oh, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jose Abreu getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Not close with that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. And that one missing low.
Counts 1-0.
Abreu stands at first with 1 out. Fought off foul. Righty delivers.
That's ball 2.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Goes to second. Safe there.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least 1 out of it.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
In there at the knees. And that is strike 1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Hit in the air, center field. Harris has a beat on it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Out number 2. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that's in there at the knees. First and second, 2 down. Next offering is in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
We go to the top of the fifth. Here's Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. Can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
Stays alive. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. Pulled the string of the changeup.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Adam Duvall at the plate. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Man at first with one gone. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Duvall at first, one gone. Arcia, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. Grounder might be 2. The throw to second, and that's 2. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Astros nothing. Here in Houston, bottom of the inning, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Here the right-hander back to work. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Grounded out his first time up.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
The Astros trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. That's down and in. Jose Altuve up next for the Astros. And that is in for a strike. 3-1. And the right-hander deals.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a pop-up. He's under it. Riley goes to second. Safe there. So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. On the ground to first. Into the outfield, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and they trail by 1.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's Alex Bregman. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runners on the corners, no outs. Fastball for a strike. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1. Bregman swings, hits one deep, left field, hits the fence. Runner stops at third, and they're at the corners with nobody out. Oh, the throw is wild. Here's Jordan Alvarez, 1 for 2. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Left-hand batter waits. In the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. The throws offline. He's safe. 3-2. They take the lead.
So many times that one gets out of here and into the seats, but he'll take the sac fly RBI. Good job to get that run in from third.
Jose Abreu, the next to hit. That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Not many hitters go up there looking for an 0-0 breaking ball, but a good way for the pitcher to get ahead in the count.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. To the lead, it's 5-2.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. This pitcher's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. You got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, but he absolutely tattooed it.
One out, base is empty. And next to hit for Houston, Kyle Tucker. That's outside. And that's ball 1. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover. Bounce to the left side. Throw on to Olsen. And Tucker is retired.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
That to right. And Acuna able to make the grab. but they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. We're through 5. It's the Astros 5 and the Braves 2. Back here at Minute Maid Park. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. The pitch. Back to the mound. He's got it. Now one gone in the top of the 6th.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Now the number 2 hitter, Ozzie Albies. Check swing, went around. Strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
One down, base is empty. Inside, almost got him.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. Everything came together for him. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Austin Riley. That one fouled off.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a swing and a miss there.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Outside low. 1-2 the count. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Now let's see if they can string something together, make it a little more interesting.
First and second, 1 out. Here is Matt Olson. And a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Bases loaded with 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, Marcell Ozuna. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Now in for the Braves, Michael Harris. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Fouled off. He was late. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down.
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. A gigantic blast. And they lead it. It's 6-5.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Framber Valdez won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. Astros go to the pen, and here comes Rafael Montero.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So here's Murphy now. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Here's the 0-2. Ball one there.
0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That one a little bit high. 2-2.
It's a good take.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But they leave their mark on the inning as we get another look at the grand slam. And the home team down a run. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the sixth inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. Strider back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Right through there for a strike. Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one is absolutely belted to the warning track. Makes the catch.
Man, that's one of those at bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at bat.
Pena, the next to hit, takes ball one. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the sixth. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Goes down looking. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Jake Myers. Strike on the inside corner. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
And the pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Righty to the plate. And a swing and a miss. And the Astros put down in order. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Adam Duvall. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm deliveries. Late on that fastball. Other thing in this part, I mean, he could sneeze one over the left field wall into those Crawford box seats. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-1. Now he breaks his bat. Over to Abreu. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Popped up. Drifts towards it. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
The right fielder, number 13.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. We'll see you win.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next pitch is inside. And that is ball 1. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Braves are set down 1-2-3 as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Here in Houston, bottom of the 7th. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
On the ground, out to short. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. Here's Alex Bregman.
And things could change quickly here with 1 swing.
Altuve runs. Swing and a miss. Roll save. That's a stolen base.
When you're trying to swipe a bag against an elite level arm behind the plate like this guy, you better get a great jump and hope that your speed can finish this job. That was a great jump right there. Really nice steal at second base.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. And he grounds one back up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. The throw in. And he's safe. Tie ball game.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
8-6. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. That one at the knees for a strike. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Line drive. That's a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jose Abreu up next for the Astros. Slider misses outside.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And the righty deals.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far, he doesn't look anxious at all.
Here comes a pitch. That's through there for a strike. And here it comes. Roll to short, could be 2. Fired to second. To first, but it pulls him off the bag.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Kyle Tucker will hit next. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ground ball right side, and it gets by him. 1 runs in, and it throws off line, safe at third.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
2 on 1. Here comes A.J. Minter to the mound.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna has it sized up. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags for third. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 8-6. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros.
Right through there for a strike.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Got him looking. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 and jump ahead late. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The 0-1. Good eye in that spot. Movement in the bullpen. Josh Hader, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out. Sousa also throwing. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever. That's a little bit low.
2-2 count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Good piece of hitting going the other way with that pitch to beat the shift. You know, not a lot of guys are willing to do that, even with the shift on, because they're looking to pull the ball with authority. But it's a pretty easy hit if you want it.
Stepping in, Austin Riley. And a big swing and a miss.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
No need to deviate from the slider right there. The hitter just not making the adjustment. He came at him with the breaking ball, pitch after pitch in that at bat, and evidently there was no answer for it.
Olsen swings through it for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Close but called a ball. Now 1-2.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
That one hit to right. Tucker should have it. Puts it away for the out. Marcelo Zuna now at the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Now a fly ball to right center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. One left for Atlanta. Can't cut into an 8-6 deficit. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. The pitch. Rocketed out towards right center. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Myers stands in now and watches strike one. Pena gets his lead at first with nobody out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So the lineup flips over. So next up for Houston, Jose Altuve.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Low throw, and he can't take it out. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
At the belt and fires. Got him. And 2 away now.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Here's the 3rd baseman, Alex Bregman.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one misses, and that's ball 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And another ball.
2 strikes.
Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So the Astros lead one. They lead at 8-6. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Josh Hader.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
And next for Atlanta, Michael Harris. He's had one of, if not the biggest swings of the game, but 4 up on the board with a grand slam in the 6th.
Yeah, Boog, it's every player's dream to blast one out. When you step up to the plate, the bases are loaded, the crowd is buzzing, and when you connect, especially in a close game, man, you're just buzzing even after you round the bases.
And that is cut out and missed. And that's strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. And down on strikes he goes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. That misses the zone. Ball 1. The Stros leading by 2 here at the top of the ninth. Strike 1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. And now it's even up. The punch out there. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly, but you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Player runs to go around in this one. Not a great day to be a pitcher. These hitters looked like they were having a lot of fun. It's like they knew what was coming.
Final score of 8-6 in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shampi saying so long.
Ashes on the name. I don't remember the ashes. My back and shit.